In 2023, it seemed like Yo Gotti was living proof that patience pays off. After years of publicly admiring Angela Simmons, yes, Rev Run's daughter, the Memphis rapper finally turned lyrics into real life. Their romance made headlines not because it was loud, but because it felt earned. Gotti had openly expressed his crush on Angela for years. He rapped about her. He followed her journey. He stayed respectful, consistent, and smooth. When the two finally went public, it was more than just a new couple alert. It was a moment. A win for every person who had ever shot their shot respectfully and waited for the right time. Social media exploded. "This is grown love," fans said. "This is what it looks like when a man knows what he wants." Angela and Gotti weren't over the top. They kept it classy. She posted him on his birthday. He gifted her luxury trips, flowers, designer everything, but more than that, he gave her peace and consistency. At least, that's how it looked. But somewhere between the late-night dinner dates and red carpet appearances, something shifted, and if you look closely, the signs were there. Fewer posts, less public affection, quiet birthdays. Rumors started swirling. Was the fairy tale already fading? Behind closed doors, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. According to those close to the situation, schedules became strained. Angela was focused on her business and being a full-time mom. Gotti was busier than ever with CMG and touring. The distance, emotional and physical, grew. GloRilla exploded onto the scene as the breakout star from Memphis who was loud, raw, real, and impossible to ignore. She signed with Yo Gotti's label CMG in 2022, and from the jump, their relationship raised eyebrows. Not because of romance, but because of how close they became in such a short time. Gotti took Glo under his wing. He invested in her, mentored her, and pushed her forward like a proud big brother. But as her fame grew, so did their chemistry, and people started to notice. The interviews started feeling more playful. The backstage energy looked a little too friendly. There were viral videos where they laughed a little too long, stood a little too close, and joked like there was more to the story. Some fans even began noticing that Gotti started posting more about Glo than Angela. While that might seem innocent in a professional setting, it didn't go unnoticed by the internet. Soon, fan pages began comparing clips of Gotti with Angela to clips of him with Glo, and the body language, people said, was different. Still, many chalked it up to label dynamics. He was the boss, she was the star. That's how it works in the industry, right? But behind the scenes, sources say there was someone who wasn't laughing. Yo Gotti's mom. Word from insiders close to Gotti's camp says that his mother has been voicing her concerns for months. She's reportedly not here for whatever is going on, or appearing to go on, between her son and GloRilla. From what we've heard, Mama Gotti views Glo as too wild, too unpredictable, and too rooted in the industry chaos to be considered relationship material for her son. Let's be clear, GloRilla is a star. She's funny, charismatic, and unapologetically herself. But for a mother who's watched her son evolve from the streets to business mogul status, she wants more than just energy, she wants stability. Angela, by contrast, checked all the boxes. Spiritual, successful, rounded. Even if she didn't come from the same background as Gotti, their relationship seemed to bring him peace. His image softened, his tone matured. He wasn't just a rapper or a CEO. He was a man in love. That, reportedly, is the version of her son Mama Gotti wants to see again. Reportedly, Mama Gotti has gone as far as to say, Glo is fun, but Angela was family. And that statement alone paints the whole picture. Here's the thing about Yo Gotti. He's not a drama guy. He's handled his business quietly, elevated artists around him, and built CMG into one of the most respected labels in the South. So when he started showing up less with Angela and more with Glo, people knew something was shifting. Is he romantically involved with GloRilla? No one knows for sure. There's been no official confirmation, and both have played it coy. But in the world of celebrity, perception becomes reality. And the perception is loud. Gotti is spending a lot more time, personally and professionally, with Glo than he is with Angela. This is where the pressure builds. Because now Gotti is caught between two worlds. The world of grown love, family dinners, and long-term plans with Angela. And the world of late-night studio sessions, TikTok dances, and viral moments with Glo. Even within CMG, some insiders say there's a quiet divide. Those who knew Gotti from his early hustle respect his shift toward building a real family. Others, newer to the scene, see the GloRilla era as more exciting, more marketable, more culturally loud. It's not about right or wrong. It's about which path aligns with the future he's trying to build. And Mama Gotti is reportedly making that decision easier by speaking her mind. Let's not forget, Angela Simmons isn't just any woman. She's the daughter of hip-hop royalty. She's a businesswoman, a mom, and someone who's built a brand around self-respect and elegance. When she got with Gotti, people thought it made perfect sense. He had leveled up, and she seemed to bring out a softer side of him. But lately, Angela has been quiet. Too quiet. She's posted a few cryptic quotes. Things like, "Protect your peace and people show you who they are." Believe them. She's not naming names, but fans are connecting the dots. And it doesn't look good. She's also been spotted out less. No more yacht vacations or couples getaways. No more birthday captions. And noticeably, no public defense of Gotti amidst the GloRilla rumors. Angela, it seems, is choosing silence. But don't mistake her silence for weakness. She's always been about self-worth. And if she feels disrespected, she walks. Now let's be fair to GloRilla. As of now, she hasn't confirmed any relationship with Gotti. In fact, she continues to play her role as CMG's top rising star. She's focused on the music, the performances, the fans. But Glo's personality is magnetic. She's playful, confident, and doesn't hold her tongue. That chemistry you see between her and Gotti might just be natural energy. But it's that same energy that's fueling speculation. Some fans argue that Glo is simply the younger, louder counterpart to Angela. That Gotti, in a moment of professional momentum, let emotional boundaries blur. Others say there's no fire without smoke, and the reason Angela pulled back is because Gotti crossed a line. Still, even if it's just perception, Mama Gotti doesn't like what she sees. So, where does this go from here? Will Gotti listen to his mom and try to make things right with Angela Simmons? Will he double down on his loyalty to GloRilla and silence the critics? Or will he make the bold move of stepping away from both women and focusing on himself? What's clear is this: the situation is bubbling. Too many eyes are watching. The internet is speculating. And sooner or later, something or someone is going to speak up. This isn't just about love. It's about image, reputation, and legacy. Gotti's no longer just a rapper. He's a businessman, a leader, a public figure. Every move he makes reflects on his brand and his family. And with Mama Gotti allegedly in his ear, telling him that Angela was the one, the pressure is on. Social media has already picked sides. Some fans are saying, "Let Gotti live, Glo and him are just vibing." Others are more critical, saying he fumbled a queen for a moment of fun. And some, they're blaming the industry altogether, saying it's hard to maintain real relationships in a world built on optics and opportunity. Fan pages are still posting throwback clips of Gotti and Angela, highlighting the peace they seem to have. Meanwhile, others are defending GloRilla, pointing out that she's never spoken negatively about anyone and stays focused on her music. But one thing almost everyone agrees on: Angela Simmons was different. And when Gotti had her, he glowed differently too. So now we leave it up to you, the viewers. Was Mama Gotti right to step in and voice her concerns? Should Yo Gotti go back to Angela and make things right? Or is he just doing what's best for him? No explanations needed. And what about GloRilla? Is she unfairly caught in the middle, or is there more to this than we know? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Be respectful, but don't hold back.